Going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome and come on in. We are live. It's great to have you guys on here, of course. I appreciate everyone coming on here for sure on this Saturday. Wow, you guys are, man, thank you guys. I just started a couple seconds ago. You guys are already here. What's up, Steven? Debbie, Bennett. Hello, good to catch you live. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. What's up? What's up, Morten? How are you guys doing today? Man, thank you guys so much for hopping in early. But I just wanted to take a look at the charts, right? Take a look at give you guys kind of an overall update on the market. I'm still extremely bullish. I've been buying. And I'm really happy because I finally reached my goal for one of my holdings. One of my altcoin holdings, which I'll review in a little bit. So I'm happy that the prices stayed around these prices. It did go up a little bit, but it did stay. It hasn't exploded yet, and I was able to reach my goal. So happy with that. Miss you, Lewis. Draven, man, thank you, man. I miss you too. All of you guys on here, really did. You know, I mean, the big reason why I haven't been off is what happened recently. It really, you know, just kind of put me down. And, you know, I've been, I mean, the market's just been very choppy. But I'm going to be live. You know, the more heated this market gets on, which I believe it will, I'm going to be live more frequently for sure. Okay. I'm ready for the euphoria already. Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you. I think it's gearing up. I think this market has been a very expanded and I think what's gonna happen, it's going to very soon, the market's gonna prove that we're gonna break the 4-year cycle, in my opinion. So I think that's gonna be a big topic coming up soon, because I think technically if you were to it depends. Some people say it's September that we would top out if we were to follow the 4-year cycle. I think it would be November. So if we do follow that 4-year cycle, we should top out in November. But I think we won't, honestly. And yeah, of course, don't forget to like, guys. After you guys like, we'll do the crypto market update. We'll take a look here at some of the coins that are pumping today, and then we'll do an analysis for all your favorite altcoins. So don't forget to like. And I'm happy to be live, man. I really am. I think these are the times where you guys got to log in and focus before the market takes off here and retail starts to come in, right? SNA, what's up, SNA? How you been, bro? Yeah, don't worry. I got you a Vchain. I mean, it can move fast with a few weeks too. Could be in just, yeah. I mean, exactly. Yeah, exactly what Draven said. The markets can move fast, and I believe it will be moving pretty fast. So this is really the time to lock in. You think we're dumping soon, bro? I don't think we're dumping. I honestly don't think we're dumping. I mean, I'll share here the bearish and bullish scenario. So, you know, before we do the crypto market update of the day, let's take a look here at Bitcoin and give you guys kind of a Bitcoin update. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin and in this rising wedge, right, which is usually bullish. The bearish scenario here is if we kind of do like an inverse head and shoulders, which, I mean, look, if you see Bitcoin kind of struggling to break that 120K, you know, that 119, 120K, which is that heavy resistance right here. You can see we failed to have a weekly close here above, what is that, like 119,500? Around there. So if you kind of see Bitcoin struggling here, kind of putting a shoulder, right, kind of putting like a lower low, that's the bear scenario. Most likely will break this to the downside. Okay, I don't believe that will happen, but this is just something to, you know, keep an open minded with. If you see Bitcoin kind of struggling here on the weekly, kind of failing to break through this heavy resistance, and we're kind of putting in like a second shoulder, which it would basically complete this head and shoulders here playing out, right? So this is potentially the bearish scenario, breaking out of this rising wedge to the downside if we play into this head and shoulders. Okay, so that's the bear scenario. The bullish scenario is we do break through this, we come back, flip it as support, and we kind of tighten up here before we break through this rising wedge, which, I mean, if you get the measured move, it's going to go to like 150, 180K, somewhere around there. So I believe the probability is the bullish scenario does play out. But again, we got to keep an open-minded here to anything that can happen. Thank you guys for the gifts. SNA, thank you, bro. Shout to SNA. One of my mods here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the gifts. It won't matter in 2032 when it's 600K. I agree. I think, you know, the reason why I show you guys here charts is because, you know, I'm a trader at heart, right? I wouldn't even call myself an investor. I would call myself a trader. So, you know, the good thing about being a trader is you know when to get in and when to get out. So, you know, I could just hold Bitcoin, buy it, but I could have more Bitcoin if I sell it before it dumps 40%, 30%, 50%. Buy more when it does that, right? And keep doing the same thing. So I think it's trading is definitely a skill that you can grow, right? Let me put the music back there. So yeah, it's definitely a skill worth getting good at. Okay, for sure. Jay Pizzo, what's up, Jay? How you doing, bro? Good info. Avix, thank you, man. Thank you. One thing definitely to note, guys, too, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably the best thing you could buy in the bear market. That's the thing we learned this bear market. And that's something to not forget going on to the next bear market. All right, you want to be buying Bitcoin in the bear market. It's going to outperform everything. And then slowly, as we can see, Bitcoin is going to, you know, all these other altcoins are going to start to outperform Bitcoin towards the end of the cycle, towards the finale here. So, and we can kind of see that. That's why I'm bullish. That's why, you know, we're getting those hints that Bitcoin dominance is that major one, right? Bitcoin dominance going down. I mean, we were at one point where Bitcoin dominance was just unstoppable. Right now, recently on the weekly, you can see, in my opinion, this is a clear trend reversal, right? A massive dump here on the weekly, and on the monthly, you can see here too the last 3 months. So what I believe will happen is that I think Bitcoin dominance will probably go up, right? Maybe in the 60s again. Maybe due to Bitcoin doing that, you know, 150K push, 180K, whatever. And then, you know, we'll probably break this, and most likely the top of the market will be somewhere around here, right? From the 50s to, you know, 50s, somewhere around here will be the top, in my opinion. So we can have another move up and then break that support and then come here into the 50s. I think this is very well likely. Yeah. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. Once we get to at least 1,000 likes here, combined with YouTube, of course, we'll do the crypto market update of the day, and then we can check out your favorite altcoins. Retail is no money. It's rough out here. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think interest rates coming down will help a lot, and also if we get some type of checks like the stimulus checks, right? This is rumored at the moment, but I think that will definitely help with quantitative easing. What do you think? I think Bitcoin, at least the next bear market, at least comes down to this point of control level, which is you know, from like kind of where we bottomed out here, around 72, 73, 74 to like 48, at least somewhere in this point of control for sure. In terms of where it can bottom, man, I mean, I honestly don't think Bitcoin is going to have a crazy dump like the previous bear market. So there's a big chance we can bottom here in the 50s, right? Or even higher a little bit. So don't be surprised. I mean, don't be surprised if Bitcoin doesn't go back to, like, you know, the 40s, 30s. I would not be surprised. So asked about BOMO weeks ago, and you were going to look at it. BOMO, yeah. Is it on I'll check out BOMO just after the crypto market of the day, I promise. For sure. Yeah, like I don't think it'll go to 20K again. I honestly don't. You know, people are calling for it to go to 9K. We didn't go to 9K. So we got over 1,000 likes. Thank you guys. So let's do the crypto market update of the day. Thank you for the gifts too, by the way. Shout out to SNA. Just check out here the daily here. This is the crypto market update of the day. Just checking out the daily and what's going on here. Obviously Aster, which is Binance coming out here trying to take out Hype, right? Hyperliquid with their own coin, their own project, Aster. It's been up 86% a day, so kind of crazy. But obviously Aster, the biggest one up here. And overall everything is kind of mixed here, right? We got some coins up. Obviously BNB is up 5%, over $1,000. So BNB over 1,000. That's awesome. FOMO, I got you, man. I got you. I'll check out BOMO. I got you. What do you think is going down? Bitcoin? So you think Bitcoin is going to go to 7? Yeah, I mean, if we do form that inverse head and shoulders here, right? Then yeah, I mean, there's a chance we can break out of this trend. So the bear scenario, if you kind of see Bitcoin struggling to close above 119,500 on the weekly, we put in that second shoulder. We have a head and shoulders, and we break through this rising wedge. That's the bear scenario. So I mean, that is a possibility. Yeah, most likely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm bullish. I think Bitcoin continues this rising wedge and breaks to the upside from this rising wedge. All right, but there's always a scenario here that we can you just gotta watch out for this hints, right? There's always, it's never random. If we do break to the downside, there'll be hints, giving you hints here on the short time frames. So let's check out BOMO. Let's check out your favorite coins here, guys. I think it's this coin, right? BOMO. Let me see. Is this the best chart? So is this like a new coin? I'm guessing. I'll check it out here on. So I guess, yeah, this is like a 3-month-old coin. It's a meme coin. So this is BOMO. Yeah, I'm checking out on MEXC, so I don't know if it's a 3-month-old coin, but based on MEXC, here it is. Since it was listed on MEXC. Oh, it's okay. So yeah, this is right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, BOMO experiencing its first massive dump here, right, to this zone from back here when it was launched. So I definitely think there's definitely more room to come down here to at least this level right here. Right, doesn't mean we have to. I'll zoom in here on the lower time frames. But you can see this is a, you know, I'll be careful with this coin for sure. We can definitely dump down here to this level. You know, being a newer coin and a meme coin too, we can definitely dump down here to this level and kind of find support here. So I want to say we're done dumping yet, but it doesn't hurt to buy here. If you're bullish on this coin, it doesn't hurt to buy a little bit, right? Don't go all in. Never go all in, but we're already down so much here. I mean, we're already down. If you were to check here from the top, we're already down. We came down 77%. If you come down here to the zone, it'll be basically 80%. So you could buy a little bit now and then wait till it dumps down here into this level, which I believe the bottom could be in right there, and then add more, right? But I mean, right now, honestly, I think it's too early to tell. I mean, this coin, this happens a lot of times for meme coins, and then they bounce back and recover, right? We saw with Pengu and other coins. So I would say it's kind of mixed, right? It's not bearish or bullish. I would say it's more leaning bullish if we're able to hold this level, right? It's not like a complete pump and dump. So we're able to put a higher low here somewhere, then we're bullish, right? We can start recovering up. So it doesn't look too bad. Is it on Solana? Man, I have 10K in it, and I have no choice but to stay. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel. I think I were, you know, I definitely been in some coins before where it was like, man, I'd rather just stay because it's down so much, right? But again, like maybe you can sell a little bit, and then if it does dump more, you can buy more, and you have more of this coin, or you can just wait it out. But don't, you know, definitely don't panic sell if you dump here in this level, which is like another, I don't know how much percentage that is like there. If we dump, we can dump more. From right now, it'd be like maybe like 23-25% more. So, oh, it is on base. Okay, I'm a big fan on base. So, I do have some meme coins on base. I have Toshi, Dog, and Me, some other coins too. So, I'll definitely look into it because I do like base. Rune, I got you. Vchain. Let's check out Vchain here first because I remember he asked me first for Vchain. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. If you guys are new, don't forget to follow and like. Just checking out your favorite coins on here and giving you guys just my honest, raw opinion on them. You know, what I think, my bullish and my bearish. I do like Vchain, even though it's been very choppy. Hasn't really exploded yet, but I feel like Vchain is just gearing up here for a massive move here to the upside, right back to kind of test that 618 here, which is the big resistance level. So you can see right here for months now, we've been kind of building the support and we're starting to trend up here on the monthly. And usually a lot of coins that have this kind of this setup usually break to the upside right after putting in a nice bottom here. So I'm bullish on Vchain. It just hasn't exploded yet. But you can see we probably have bullish. We definitely have bullish divergence here where we have basically have like a double bottom, right? And then but we have a higher low here on stochastic and money flow. So that's a bullish sign. And that usually tells me that we're going to break to the upside. So we haven't broken to the upside yet, but I believe very soon we're going to fizzle out here and then start moving to the upside. Once we start breaking that previous high, then we're going to start moving big, which is around 0.28. So I'm pretty bullish on Vchain. This is definitely a coin I'd be accumulating. Good entry price for H-bar. I got you, bro. All right, let's check out Rune here. I think he was next. Yeah, I'll check out Doge too. Vchain price prediction. I mean, if it does recover, right? I mean, there's a chance 64 cents, right? 63, 64. The high is 92, but 64. I mean, its previous all-time high was 27. So I wouldn't say that's too crazy if Vchain does start to recover and move big here. So I would say like 64 around there. What was the next coin? Rune, right? So again, if you guys are new, I do these crypto live streams all the time. I'm gonna be doing them. I took a break from live streaming a couple weeks, you know, for about a week or so, you know, after what happened recently. But as the market keeps getting heated up, I'm definitely gonna keep these live streams more consistently. Hey Sharon, thanks for coming to the live stream. AVNT. You want me to check out that coin? Let me know. I'm definitely bullish. I haven't bought Aster. I definitely missed it. Yeah, Bitcoin dumps. Yeah, for sure. All coins will dump. But the thing now is, you know, Bitcoin's been. It's not like before where Bitcoin dumps and all coins dump even more, right? Now when Bitcoin's been pulling back, altcoin's been holding it pretty well. So it's kind of different now than it was in the previous years and the bear market. So Rune, we're checking out Rune here, which again is still down a ton. The good thing here is that we're still holding that low right there. So that's a good thing. And we kind of been in this downtrend here, right? Which we're, you know, we didn't break to the downside. We didn't break our low here on this downtrend. And this could be the start of the pivot here. I mean, I would say Rune, I would say this is more bullish than bearish, right? I could see this being the start of the pivot to the upside, especially, you know, being could have like some kind of inverse head and shoulders play out for Rune, right? If you put in here the MAs, you can see there's a lot of resistance here on the weekly, right? So I mean, I believe it's always great to buy if you're bullish on the coin below the 25 and 21 MA here on the weekly. Once we start breaking that, making that support, which is around 140, 146, then we're gonna start moving to, you know, to $2 or so. So I mean, I'm more bullish on Rune, even though it's down a ton. These are the times we want to be buying. If this was bearish, we'd be down here under $1, to be honest, right? But we're not. We're holding it pretty well here. You see these wicks down here. So, you know, we're very oversold also on the monthly. That's a good thing right there. You want to be buying when we're extremely oversold like that. And you can see how we, you know, we have still 10 days left, but the last 2 months we've been holding this level. So Rune closing around this level right here, a little bit higher, I would say it's bullish. It's just that you can go right here on the daily. Yeah, I mean, you can see on the daily we're starting, it's showing the hints on the daily. That's why you want to zoom in here on the lower time frames, and it'll give you some hints, right? So you can see how Rune is kind of giving that hints on the daily, because you see this move up, holding that 25 and 21. The 25 is the yellow, right? Let me see. And then the 21 is the blue. So you can see how we broke that, and now we're holding it on the daily. It usually starts with the daily, and then it moves up to the weekly. And you can also see how that 200 MA is the resistance right here to the wick, right? I mean, this is not a coincidence. We wicked there. So that's 139. So I'm seeing good things here on the daily, good hints. So yeah, I do like Rune. Yo, let's check out some more coins here. Let me know what's the next coin. Yeah. Thank you. Anytime, Sharon. Let me know if you want me to check out your coin, by the way. You're welcome. I'm glad people have markets without wealthy controlling them with a base entry of 25K. I started the whole thing. I'll let you in a little secret. Dogecoin is Satoshi's second invention. It's a mirror of MC Bitcoin in the future. When people find out it's really. I hope that's true, man. I hope that's true, because Dogecoin's like my second biggest holding. So I hope that I really hope that what you're saying is true. Let me know what's if you have like any proof or any you know, anything for that reasoning. I'll definitely be you know, excited to like research it. But yeah, I mean, we'll check out Dogecoin. Speaking of Dogecoin, we'll check it out. So let's take a look at it. So in the thing here, my announcement is that I finally reached my my goal of Dogecoin, my Dogecoin holdings. The last few months I've been buying a ton, and I'm finally satisfied with the amount that I have of Dogecoin. Again, I'm not gonna say, I mean, it's just a humble amount. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm finally happy. I reached my goals for Dogecoin, and now I'm probably just gonna mine it when the weather gets colder. So I'm probably, unless we, you know, go back to like 20 cents or something, maybe I'll buy it again. But I'm already good with my Dogecoin holdings. And I'm happy the price kind of, I mean, and here's the thing, the price, you know, we had a big jump here. So I was happy we didn't explode here back to 40 cents during this time. So I'm kind of happy we were still kind of lingering out here. So, and yeah, the Dogecoin ETF, I think it's officially out, right, guys? I think it's officially out. I don't know. Is the Dogecoin ETF officially out? I believe so. So what did I tell you guys? I told you guys Dogecoin was going to have an ETF. If it's not out yet, it's most likely going to be out. But Dogecoin was going to have an ETF in its positive year. If you didn't know, this is Dogecoin's positive year. And I'm still, you know, I still believe that Dogecoin can break its all-time highs in its positive year. Just like XRP had a pivotal year last year in its positive year. And we can see this, you know, being a pivotal year for Dogecoin. And it's the first meme coin to have an ETF. That's kind of crazy in my opinion. So based on the charts here, my technical analysis, my raw opinion, Dogecoin has one of the most bullish charts out there. You can see how we're kind of in my Fibonacci level right here. We're kind of getting a little resistance here at that 0.38. You see that? So, I mean, it's not for no reason. We wick above it and we wick back to it, and we're kind of slow right here at the 26 level. And I remember telling you guys here, 26 Dogecoin very soon. So we're kind of hanging around here a little bit. But honestly, I mean, we can make this into a support. You can see how we're, you know, we're not attacking from the bottom. We broke that. We broke that resistance. Now we're getting that pullback here. Okay, if we do break this, there's a chance we can come back to 24 cents. A real fast wick there, bounce off of that, right? But the next target really is 39.40 cents. And then look, Dogecoin can go to 40 cents just like that. Just like that. Right? So I mean, honestly, with the ETFs and everything like that, I think Dogecoin can, for the next coming months, it's just going to keep moving up. Okay, it's gearing up. And when you look at it on the weekly too, it's an inverse head and shoulders that hasn't broken out yet. You see this? Look, this is a really nice inverse head and shoulders that has yet to break to the upside. So we're completing that inverse head and shoulders, and then we're going to break to the upside. So that's my opinion on Dogecoin. Very bullish. I'm happy that we had this massive pullback. It allowed me to add more to my holdings. Yeah. So there you go. Man, I'm sorry. I got to keep up to date with the comments here. Yes, please check it out. AVNT. I have a long and a swing. It's pumping now. Interested in levels. Okay, I got you, Sharon. I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll check out Crow too. Thank you guys for the gifts. Sorry if I missed any gifts, by the way. We got almost 60 people on TikTok. Thank you guys. I'm going to check all your favorite altcoins. Just be patient. I'm bullish. You seem like a smart dude. Try to see beyond just purchasing coins. They are made to be made. All of the software is open source. G. No, yeah, man, I get you. Like, I mine Dogecoin. You know, it's definitely more than just buying the altcoins. But let me know why you think Satoshi is also behind Dogecoin, or it's also part of his invention. Let me know where you got that rumor. Thank you guys for the likes. So, when you can expect the bounce for low cap meme coin, taking pretty. Honestly, it might still take a while, to be honest, right? But I mean, I would expect this Q4, right? I mean, I still think we're in the process right now where layer ones are exploding, like BNB. Solana is crawling up, but it's gonna explode. So we're still in that layer one phase. Ethereum hasn't hit price discovery yet. So, I mean, until Ethereum hits price discovery and you see all these layer ones pumping, then after, I would say it does that. So, what's the coin? AVNT here. Let's check out AVNT here for Sharon. So, let's check it out here. Let's see how it's looking. I got you. Don't worry. I'll check out your coins, guys. Don't worry. AVNT. Let me see if there's a better chart here. Okay. Okay, so I'm checking out here on Gate.io. I don't know if it's like a month old. I'm guessing it's a month old. Ever since it came out, it's up a ton. So, I mean, that's a great sign. We haven't really had a massive pullback yet here for Avantis. Let's zoom in here so we can kind of see what could possibly happen. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in price discovery right now. So, this can definitely continue to pump here with this momentum to the upside. I definitely believe if we do pull back, this is going to be that level right here, right? This level right here, this zone is where we'll probably pull back down to 125. So even if we go above $2 or so, we can definitely pull back here to 125, this level right here, to flip it as support. So I think you're in the long, right? Just be careful. Make sure you take profits along the way here, especially as we get to $2, right? We know how rounded numbers. A lot of traders trade based off round numbers, especially when we're in price discovery. So just take profits on the way up, because we're definitely gonna have a big pullback. Things don't go up forever. So I would say, this being a newer coin is a big reason, right? And probably just hype behind it. So just watch out as we get near $2 here, and we can pull back here to 125. Overall, pretty bullish. I mean, I don't know what this coin's about, but You know, definitely not a pump and dump here on being a new coin. ENA. Let's check out ENA. You think we're having more pullbacks? Honestly, not really. I mean, if you want to say small pullbacks, sure. But I don't think we're going to have like a massive pullbacks. Bebop says, I really thought things will be pumping by now. Look, I think things are gonna start pumping soon. For sure. I know it's been a very expanded bull market. But just stay patient. Because I think things are gonna start getting heated up pretty soon. So ENA. Yeah. You know, we're kind of overbought here on the weekly. Trending down here. I mean, we're probably just going to chop out here for ENA. Right. But, yeah, I mean, I want to say this is bullish, to be honest. Completely bullish. There's a big chance we can pull back harder here. Or we can have a big pullback here for ENA. Thank you for the gifts, by the way. Wow. Gav's dad. Shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you for the 87 roses. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, man. And thank you for the glasses. I think I missed that. Thank you for the glasses, bro. Shout out to Gav's dad. Always here on my live stream, supporting the live stream. Thank you, man. September always been a red month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be patient, guys. September has always been pretty red. And honestly, this September hasn't been as bad as, you know, other Septembers. Can you please take a look at Sonic on Phantoms? Yeah, I'll take a look at Sonic after. So look, ENA, you know, we broke through that 50 MA, the 25. So this could be a pivot here towards a massive pullback. But, you know, if you come here to the bottom here, 60 cents, we test the bottom again. If we lose that, then we're going to come back here to 50 cents. But honestly, this coin is probably just going to chop, to be honest. All right, we know there's a lot of resistance here. Exactly at 81 cents, right? But if we don't break that eventually, then we'll probably start pulling back here and kind of find support somewhere in that 200 MA here, maybe around 50 cents. You know, because we kind of do have to break that resistance here. Because we're still technically in this downtrend here, right? We need to come back here to that $1 mark. So I would say it's kind of in between. It's probably going to stay choppy and then move up with the market when the market starts to move up. So what is it? Sonic, right? What is it? Sonic? Let me know is this the right coin, Sonic? Let me know if this is the right coin that you guys were talking about. Sonic. Yeah, this one. Okay. Is Sonic a different coin? I'll check out Sonic after. Yeah, it's a different coin, right? Hopefully it's here on TradingView. Okay, it is. Okay, I'll check it out after. I mean, so Sonic. So this is actually a coin that I started buying 2 months ago. And it's basically, I mean, I'm not up on it, but I'm also not down a ton, right? I started buying here like 2 months ago. So I think it was like around here, around like 28, 29 cents. So it's basically in the same price level that I started buying, right? Again, you know, this coin hasn't really moved yet, to be honest, right? But there's a lot of bullish things fundamentally for this coin. A lot of people are saying good things fundamentally. But again, the charts tell you the real news, right? I mean, this coin hasn't really moved up here at the markets yet. I mean, doesn't mean it's bearish, right? We're extremely oversold here on the monthly. But the good thing is we're still holding that bear market resistance level right here. So it's not like Sonic. It's not like we're here in the bear market lows of 18 cents or putting in new lows, right? We have a good thing here. We're holding that above 25 cents here, right? So that's the good thing. But it's going to be very interesting to see what Sonic does here the next coming months, especially the market starts to move up. Because I believe we can definitely form a bottom here, right? Being this oversold, and we could start to see this curve here on the stochastic to the upside. If not, that's definitely a signal. This coin is probably going to go down, right, to bear market territory. So, again, I believe I think layer ones, like the top layer ones, are going to start to move first, and then it'll be coins like Sonic later on, right? So, I mean, I already bought this. I already have a good amount of this coin. I'm probably not going to buy more. But a big reason why I bought it is because it's down so much, right? I mean, this coin went up to like 147 back here in December 2024. I mean, just you know, months ago, back in December, this coin was around 147, and now we're around 28 cents. And a big reason why I bought it was because we're not, you know, putting new lows here in the bear market, and also because I heard good things about this coin fundamentally. So if we can kind of break out of this pendant, I would say we're bullish, right? We haven't broken out of it yet. This is kind of like a slower coin, kind of like ICP2 or Vchain. So I'm definitely going to be very alert to see what it does here as the market starts to move up. Because if the market starts to move up and this coin doesn't do anything, that could be a very bad sign. Okay, but I would expect us to break to the upside here out of this symmetrical pendant. All right, we're just kind of chopping out here, waiting for the market, and then, you know, we break 30 cents, we hold that, then we move up here to 47 cents, and, you know, and again, the market can move fast. So just like we were moving fast here, these huge these huge green candles here to 147, we can definitely recover. So, all right, so Sonic, right? Sonic, I think now. All right, so I'm searching Sonic. Do I have to find it? Is it on Deck Screener? Because I can't find it here on TradingView. Chainlink and ETH, please. I got you. I'll check those out for sure. And HBAR as well. Anytime, Sharon. Joy says, I know you don't want to give any investment advice, but I have a 1K. I'm dying to invest, but where should I put it? I won't hold you responsible. LOL. Your question by Joy. Again, right now, I'd probably say look at the top layer ones, right? AVAX, Solana. Even though they're up a ton, they really haven't exploded yet, right? So AVAX, Solana, Chainlink, Litecoin even, right? I think those coins are worth looking into. Even Ethereum, I would say if you have your first 1K, try to invest in crypto. Cardano as well. And then as you get more smarter, right, you can invest in lower cap coins. Phantom Sonic. Oh, it's on CoinMarketCap. Okay, let me search it. What do you mean how people make money from USDC? I mean, people lend USDC. Well, I have a group, David. You can check it out. Yeah, I mean, people but be careful though. Be careful. You definitely don't want to. I mean, this bear market, what happened was there was a lot of centralized crypto apps that went bankrupt that allowed you to basically lend your USDC. Okay, so make sure it's not centralized. And if it is DeFi, make sure it's a really good DeFi protocol. Like Aave, you know, these other ones that are safe and hasn't had hacks or anything like that. Okay, even if they offer lower interest, make sure it's safer. All right, so you just be careful of the centralized application. So let's check out Sonic here. Sonic. Oh, so this is this meme coin, right? I'm pretty sure it's on Deck Screener, I'm guessing. So this is the one that you're talking. Yeah, it's 6 cents, right? This one. I could try to find it here on Deck Screener. Let me just get the contract address and I'll go to Deck Screener. Yeah, 4.5% on Coinbase. Yeah, I mean, like Coinbase, I don't think Coinbase is gonna go bankrupt, right? But still, just be careful. Oh, it's a community takeover? Oh, wow. So let me check it out here. I'm kind of curious too. So it's on Solana, right? Okay, so 6. Okay, this is the right coin. Yeah, so I'm here on Deck Screener. Sonic, the Solana Hedgehog. So I mean, this coin is 5.6 million market cap. Let's go here on the monthly. So I mean, it's looking good. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking good here. Yeah, I hate having the volume here at the bottom. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely looking good here. I mean, we had the big pullback for these couple months. We've been choppy, holding that level. It looks like we're starting to get that reversal. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you zoom in here, you'll kind of see like a inverse head and shoulders. But yeah, I mean, definitely gotta look into this coin if it's having a community takeover. I heard of this coin before, but I never looked into it. Let's go look here at the weekly. Right, you can kind of see something kind of like that. So yeah, I mean, kind of in this pendant here. It's starting to break to the upside. I mean, don't be surprised if you have a pullback here, right? And then we break it, right? You could pull back here and then we break it. But it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I mean, this coin is definitely not a coin that just had a pump and dump here and it's kind of looking dead. Right, this coin definitely looks like it can break through this and then recover back to all-time highs, which was around like a penny, or was it like a penny? Yeah, like around here. I'm in for 5K. Really? 5K? Man, that's pretty good. That's one, brother. Contact creator. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it for sure. Definitely look into it. Let me actually check the Twitter. Let's check out the Twitter real quick. Kind of see how their Twitter looks like. But looking pretty good. I mean, on the weekly for sure, on the daily. It's kind of, you know, this bullish triangle where we're chopping sideways, but we're in this uptrend. And you can see the last couple days, man. I mean, the last couple days, we basically recovered here. Well, we had a massive, you know, for months now, right? Massive downtrend for months. And just this is how fast crypto moves, right? In just a couple days, boom, 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 and we're up here. So again, though, you know, we could have a small pullback, for sure. But even if we have that pullback, we'll most likely break through this eventually, or as we tighten up here. So pretty interesting. Thank you guys for sharing the coin. So here it is on X. Again, if you guys don't follow me on X, definitely follow me on Sonic. I'm gonna follow them. Let me see here. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely check out this coin. And this is like 5.6 million market cap, so. Hunt Tent Creator is a beautiful person. I think his name is something like Boyski. Oh, he's the creator? I think I've seen it before on TikTok. So he's the creator? You the man. Why do you think crypto will die? Oh, I didn't know he was the creator. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him here on TikTok. Always see his videos here and there. I didn't know he had a coin. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely looking pretty good here. I'll definitely look into it for sure. For sure, might get some. That's another thing too, guys. I've been, you know, before I wasn't, but I've been open-minded to creating a coin, like a Solana coin. Because I feel like that's gonna be like the future, especially seeing what's happening on Pump Fund. Like, people are live streaming on Pump Fund, making thousands just off of like the fees, like the trading fees for the coin. Is insane. And Pump Fund's been growing a lot recently, and I'm happy because I bought Pump Fund. I bought their coin a month ago. I told you guys I was bullish on it. It came down. I was still buying, and I'm up already a good amount on Pump. But I feel like that what Pump is doing is the future, especially also Basis hinting it as well. I think people are gonna start going live, and instead of like these big platforms like YouTube taking half their money or TikTok or whatever, most of the money is gonna go to like the creator. Basically, I feel like that's gonna be a big part of the future for live streaming. So yeah. Buddy. Oh great, we have a gold guy in the chat. Buddy, do you know how much Bitcoin's been outperforming gold the last years or so? Like, don't get me wrong, I like gold, but Bitcoin's just a lot better. Wow, 7.5 cents. That's a good amount from where it's at right now. Yeah, I'll definitely check out some. I'll definitely get some. Shay had 17 beer bets. It's still growing. Gold more pips every day. Buddy, gold is not gonna be gold is gonna be second to Bitcoin eventually. Why do you think Cardano's having such a hard time getting over $1 this cycle? I know it lags. Yeah, we'll take a look at Cardano. Eric, what do you mean which coin I was talking about? You know, I definitely think eventually Bitcoin will take over gold's market cap. I honestly think next decade. Some people more optimistic would say this decade, like Michael Saylor or, you know, other people. But realistically, I think for sure next decade, Bitcoin will be the biggest asset class in the world. Well, look, hackers are not going to hack all of crypto. Okay? You're saying hackers will hack crypto. They're not going to hack all of crypto. So checking out what was it, Cardano, right? Why is it having a hard time holding $1? So I think the reason why is because last all-time high, I mean the previous all-time high right back here in 2018, it was around $1.33. So this range here from 2017 2018, from 130 to 74 75 cents Cardano, is a big range for Cardano, because this was the all-time high year back in 2017 2018. And basically this you know, pre-explosion level here for Cardano, we're building support in the same level. Okay, so yeah, it's taking a while here, but it's building support here for Cardano, and then eventually we'll catapult out of this level back here to 120, build support there, and then back to like 164. Once we break out above 130, right, 163, it's not going to be too long until we see $2 Cardano and then eventually break all-time highs. So even though Cardano is kind of lagging behind, I'm very bullish on it. It has a very bullish chart. You can see that we already came down, retested that 618, the golden pocket right here, right, bounced off of that. And now the next move is putting in a new high, and I would say the next target is around 160, around here. So I'm very optimistic on Cardano. It's lagging a little bit behind these other layer ones like Solana, BNB as well. But in my opinion, I think Cardano is one of the best plays out there because it has a great chart. It's still 3x from all-time highs, right? It's a top 10 altcoin. It came back down, you know, bounced off the 618. So I think it'll definitely go back to all-time highs. Crypto good in America only. Bro, crypto's used everywhere. Crypto's popular everywhere. Did we do ETH and Link? Oh yeah, let's do Ethereum and Chainlink. Where do you prefer to keep your hair portfolio of tokens and coins on exchanges or cold wallet? Great question by Crypto Cousin. So where I prefer to keep it is on an open source cold wallet. The ones I recommend are all in my link bio. If you want to get like a 10% off, 20% off, all the ones that I recommend that I use are in my link bio. You can check it out. So I really like Keystone and Trezor. Okay, I like those because they're open source. They're great cold storage wallets. I do have Ledger, but I don't hold a lot on Ledger. I do have Tangem, but I don't hold a ton on Tangem. Right, they're not fully open source. But if you're looking for a good cold storage open source wallet, I definitely like Trezor and Keystone, which if you use my link in the link bio, you get like a discount. Okay. Marco, thank you, man. Hope you're doing well as well. So, make sure you're not Sky's son. Your TA is great like his. Oh, thank you, Alan. That's a great compliment. Thank you, bro. Especially because I love you know, Sky's, you're watching Sky. He's a great creator on here. Thank you, Alan. So let's check out Ethereum here. Which, I mean, basically Ethereum, you got to understand Ethereum. This is a heavy multi-year resistance level for Ethereum. And I told you guys it would be healthy for Ethereum to pull back. Like I wanted ETH to pull back and Bitcoin started pulling back and ETH did pull back here to this level. I wish ETH came down here to like at least 3,800, but it's so bullish that it didn't yet, right? Maybe it will, but ever since then, we've just been choppy here. I believe that most likely this is the low as we get near October. But the good thing is that we actually pulled back here because this is a multi-year resistance level. So ever since 2024, right? Boom. And again, later on in 2024. And now we broke it, which is super bullish. Came back here, bounced off of it. Very bullish. And I mean, we're just chopping out here. We're just in this... you know, we're just choppy here in this pendant, trying to hold. You know, we already pulled back here to the 50 MA on the daily, bounced off of that. We're trying to hold the 25 and 21. And I would say ETH is bullish for sure. And it's going to be one of the first movers along with BNB and all these layer ones. So I would not be surprised if ETH doesn't pull back again. And it starts to move here to the upside and eventually into price discovery, somewhere in the 5,000s. So pretty bullish on ETH. I think ETH is still a good time to buy, honestly. And I mean, looking at the long picture, I think ETH is going to eventually be 25K. I'm talking about way out in the future. right? There's gonna be people living off of ETH staking and all these things. So ETH is really the oil. So if you want the oil in crypto, you want to get ETH. Let's check out Chainlink. Crypto's definitely not losing steam. Anytime crypto cousins. How do you think the rate cuts will help in October and November? I think it will help. I think we'll gradually move up. And I don't know what, based on what he said, but if we do have another rate cut in October, that'll be very bullish as well. Even if it's a 0.25, right? So checking out Chainlink. Honest opinion on Chainlink. I mean, you look at the chart; it speaks for itself. You can see where we were ranging here in the bear market. Now we just been choppy sideways, but to the upside. And we really haven't exploded yet. We haven't seen that leg like we've seen right here for Chainlink last bull market. Where we're just like, boom, consolidated, boom. That was the top. We haven't seen that yet. So, you know, if a lot of people are getting impatient with the market, we haven't exploded yet. I know it's been a long bull market, but Chainlink and these other altcoins, you know, once you start to see these big green candles like we did right here, those huge green candles where, you know, Chainlink went from like $4 to $20 in a matter of 2 months, right? When you start to see that, same thing for right here, where Chainlink goes like 26 to like 50 to like, you know, $100 in a matter of 3 months. That's your signal right there that we're getting near the top. So we're overall looking at Chainlink, very bullish. I honestly think under 25, under 30 bucks, Chainlink is still a great deal. I mean, this is a coin that I believe will go to at least 100 bucks. So, you know, you're buying at 23, still a good deal here. Deal going to 100 bucks. You can see how we basically, if you look here on the daily, all right, we broke through that resistance right here, and then this is the pullback here where we're trying to build support, and we're holding that 50 MA, and we're bouncing on here again very soon. If you do have a big pullback here for Chainlink, I would say the bottom would probably be 20 bucks. I don't see, you know, Chainlink, the overall market, not having a huge pullback. So if you do have a big pullback, 20 bucks is probably the bottom. But overall, pretty bullish. Yeah, I would say conservatively 200. I mean, my price prediction for Chainlink, right? My first target is 102, 103. My next target, 140, right? 135, 140. And then my higher target at the 618 is like 200, 239 around here. So I highly doubt Chainlink gets to $100, really. I mean, based on the chart, I think Chainlink has everything to go to 100 bucks. And honestly speaking, I mean, that's only like a 2x from its all-time high. So Ben says, what's my biggest holding? So my biggest two holdings are XRP and Dogecoin. And then my third, I think, might be ETH and then Bitcoin. But I'm actually looking to convert my Bitcoin, or even ETH for that matter, to other coins as those coins start to move up big. Are you able to check out Render? Yeah, sure, we'll check out Render. Never sell. Yeah, I agree with you. Never sell your Bitcoin. And that's my goal too. Like, you know, my goal is to have at least one Bitcoin. And the best way to do that is trading your way there. Right? Not day trading, but like trading your way using the profits from altcoins. You just got to make sure you know when to get out. That's really just the honest truth. Let me see. Where's the Render here? Here we go, render. Check out render. And I think a big part about never selling your Bitcoin too, a big part of that is that you'll be able to use Bitcoin as collateral, right, in the future. So, you know, you're able to take a loan against your Bitcoin. You're not creating a tax event. You still have your Bitcoin. I think that's a bit, you just got to make sure it's a trusted platform, right? Yeah, institutions love link. By the way, if you guys are new, definitely follow. Take a look here at render, which has been consolidating here, just very choppy the last couple months. Right, this is the full render chart. Some of the charts will start render right here, but you want to go to the full render chart before the migration, which I think was a great thing for render moving to Solana. We see we come here to 113, and then, you know, we basically pull back. I mean, we basically have like a, what was that, like a 81% pullback right there, which I believe that's the bottom, right? I mean, and the reason too is you can see why we pulled back, because this was the same level where we got that big rejection back in 2023, where we went from 269 render to like 130. So now we pulled back, and now we flipped that as support. And now I believe render is just getting ready here. It's just choppy here, but it's getting ready to pivot and start to create an uptrend. Or if you zoom in too, I'm pretty sure we'll see some bullish signs here. You can kind of see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we do have bullish divergence right there. Just like I said, we'll see some bullish signs as we zoom in, and right there we see some bullish divergence. But render basically have, you know, this bottom, and then but we're putting in a higher low right here on stochastic. You see that? So I mean, this is bullish divergence. This usually tells you that most likely very soon we're gonna move big to the upside. So I do like render. Crypto Chick, shout out to Crypto Chick. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Shout out to all you guys here, almost at 20,000 likes. Insane. Thank you guys. You're so good. You even have the real Crypto Chick in here. Wow, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Chick for the gift. Appreciate it. Definitely go check her out. She does live streams as well. And her live streams are very informative. And I've been knowing it, you know, I've been following Crypto Chick for years now, ever since the bear market. And it's always great to follow people who are always optimistic. So thank you. Shout out to Crypto Chick. Thank you for the gift. What was the next coin we're going to check out? Oh, we almost got 100 people on here. Insane. I think Arrow, right? I think Arrow is another great coin. I wish I would have gotten an Arrow earlier, because I'm super bullish on base, but you know, I have other coins on base. I just think Arrow is going to be that main character on base, right? Being that main DEX. But you can see a very bullish chart here for Arrow. You can see we're coming back here to that big high point of control right here. So most likely we'll get some resistance here, but it won't be too long until we, you know, put in that handle and then break through it. Thank you for the crown. So overall, I'm very bullish on Arrow. It's just that most likely we're going to have another big move here to the, you know, that 220, 230, 220 level. Then we'll have a big pullback, maybe to like this level, 150, 158, 167. And then we'll start to go into price discovery. All right. But this is a very bullish recovery here for Arrow. All right, at some point, Arrow was looking pretty bearish here, but you can see how we go back to 29 cents all the way from 238. I mean, look at that. December 2024, 238. March, 29 cents. Only in crypto. That's insane. Just a couple months later, we go from 230 to 29 cents. And now we had a really nice recovery. All right, we're not fully recovered, but Basically like 80-70% there. Aero or Morpho? I mean, right now I'd probably say Morpho because I think it's a lower cap. Aero is definitely more of a certain play, right? It's obviously already the main DEX, but Morpho is going to be that lending protocol on base, that #1 lending protocol. And if you actually look at the numbers, if you do some researching, if you look at Morpho, it's been growing a lot in TVL and total value locked. So we've seen a lot of good signs for Morpho, and that's why it's been moving up here in price. And I remember talking about this coin when it was back here around $1 or so. So definitely check it out, because look, I think base is going to be huge. And, you know, I was surprised, but they're actually coming out for coin. So base is coming out for coin. I think it's already official. I don't know if there's going to be an airdrop. Most likely. I don't know how it's going to be calculated for an airdrop, but we'll see. Filecoin, Polkadot. Yeah, we'll do Polkadot first here. You asked me first. Shout to Mar. And then we'll do Filecoin, Beam, Algorand, HBAR, RSR. Man, you guys got a lot of coins, man. And don't worry, I'll check them all out. I'm just one person. But, you know, I have tomorrow off, so we're good for sure. So, man, I mean, Polkadot is looking pretty good. You know, I think last time I checked out this coin, I said most likely, we're so down for Polkadot that we most likely will get a bounce here back to this level. Right, so, I mean, the bullish thing here for Polkadot is that we need to flip this as support. Right, we need to flip this as support. Right now, we're attacking it from the downside. So we can still have a little pullback for Polkadot. I don't think it'll be a massive pullback. All right. We chop out a little bit and then we'll break through it, go to like 5, and then. But the thing is, we had to flip it as support if we're gonna be bullish on Polkadot. And I mean, you can see, I mean, inverse head and shoulders, right? So we're getting a lot of bullish bottoming patterns here for Polkadot. And you know that if that is that higher low, we will have a big move here, probably to like $6 or something. So I'm liking Polkadot, even though it's down a ton here. What was the next coin? Filecoin. Basti killing it. No worries. Thank you, C. Thank you. Filecoin. Another coin similar to Polkadot, but I would say it's still down. It hasn't moved up here like Polkadot has back to that, you know, that support level. So this is a descending wedge. Usually we break to the upside from these, so we could probably see a 322 price here for Filecoin pretty soon. Even though it's down a ton, I think, you know, usually coins when they're down a ton, yeah, they're bearish, but they usually pop off to the upside, right? Being this oversold. So I'm pretty bullish on Filecoin. I'm just not bullish long term on Filecoin. I'm just short term, medium term bullish here. I still don't know if this coin, I mean, this coin has a supply issue, I'm pretty sure. But for sure, there's so much more in supply than last bull market when it was around 210. Right, there's a big difference right there. And the difference is the tokenomics for sure. But overall, I mean, I'll definitely be happier taking a long on this coin than the short right now. Okay, I think Algorand, right? Algo. And then we'll take a look here at RSR. One of my favorite coins too. I've been buying RSR. Algorand, just another slow mover. It's kind of like second to Cardano. It's looking very similar to Cardano. It's just like behind Cardano slightly though. But we're on the right track here in this ascending channel. If you zoom in here, you can kind of see Algorand is on the weekly. I'm liking the price action because on the weekly, we're building support on that 25 and 21. The 25 is yellow, the 21 is blue here on the weekly MA. And you can kind of see we had resistance here on the 21, right? Massive resistance. We broke to the downside. Now we broke through it. Now we're having support. We're building support for the last 3 months here on the 21. That's a good sign. And most likely this is the higher low that we need to catapult to the upside for Algo. So I think this is a buy the dip here scenario for Algorand. I'm definitely liking it. We also had bullish divergence right here, right? So I'm liking Algorand. I just think that for it to really explode here, we need to break that 30 cents. That 30 cents point of control right there, which also aligns with the 200 MA. We need to break that, and then we'll be able to go back to like 50 cents. Okay. So Algorand is pretty good. RSR. So this is one of my favorite altcoins here. I think this coin is a great coin where it's not super low cap. It's not super high cap. It can definitely give you some big X's. I haven't checked out XRP yet. I'll check it out. I'll check it out soon. Prediction for Algorand. I'll do it. I'll do it after RSR. So RSR, man, this coin has just been moving sideways here for the last 5 months or so. The good thing, you know, is that on the monthly, we're very, very oversold, right? Very, very oversold, and you know that's bullish when we are in this nice uptrend, right? One thing is to be oversold and all the way back here to, you know, this level, but the fact that we're still in this nice uptrend, chopping sideways here, bringing down the oversold stochastic to oversold here on the monthly is very bullish. And also if you look here on the weekly, I'm pretty sure we have bullish divergence, which we do right here, right where we have this nice bottom right here, and then we're putting in a higher low for stochastic. So bullish divergence right there on the weekly. Again, I believe this will eventually play out. It's just taking a little bit here, waiting for the markets to move, right? The higher cap coins, because this is a lower cap coin compared to like Solana or Cardano or XRP. But I'm overall pretty bullish on this coin. Again, I think it's building support here in the 618 as well. You can kind of see why it got rejected here, right? My Fibonacci level. So I believe after we build support here, we'll bounce off back to that level, get some resistance, and then break through it. Then back to 0.22 and then 0.41. So I'm bullish on RSR. I think overall it will eventually explode to the upside. And regarding my Algorand price prediction, so what was it like? This past all-time high was 284. I think it has a chance to go to like $7. Somewhere from 7 to 10. 7 to 10. Kind of similar to Cardano. Cardano, my price prediction is kind of similar too. So I think XRP, right? Let's take a look here at XRP, which I did buy a little bit of XRP, even though it's my biggest holding. I did buy some here when, you know, as it pulled back here below $3. Thank you for the gift. Shout out to Marco and Run It. Thank you for the gifts, guys. So XRP, long term, super bullish. You can see right here on the monthly, on the weekly, we're resetting that stochastic while maintaining a higher low. So, that's a good sign right there. This pullback has been bringing that stochastic back, from overbought to around the middle line, right? So this could be the start of that bounce here. We probably bottomed here for XRP around this level. And now we can start to move to the upside here on the weekly stochastic. And You can also see how strong this coin is, right? As it's above that 21, that 25 as well. And we were close to hitting that 21 here on the weekly. We were pretty close. Pretty sure on the daily. Yeah, on the daily. You can see how we're holding that 21. So you can see we had a big bounce here on the daily. From 270, right? Boom. And now we're holding that 21 and 20 and 25. The moment this flips bearish is if we close here below like 292, 290. Then we flip bearish here. But we're holding it pretty well. Right? As long as we hold that 290 level on the daily at least, then we're looking good. I just think we chop here and then we start breaking. Once we break that 50 MA, which is around $3, once we start closing above $3 on the daily, then we're flipping bullish and we're probably gonna work our way back to like 310. But overall, very bullish on XRP. I did buy some more as it went below $3. You can see the measured move is still around 550, 558 long term. So yeah. Beam. Take a look here at Beam, one of the gaming coins, top gaming coins. Along with IMX. I think I have both. I have both. I don't have a ton of Beam or IMX, but I do have some Beam, IMX, and Super. Just wish I had more, but you know, I still think, you know, it's still, you know, these coins haven't exploded yet. I still think it's a great time to get them. I think they're going to explode later on in the bull market, but looking at Beam, it does look like, you know, it did bottom here. If we zoom in, you can see an inverted head and shoulders. So this is a great bottoming pattern here. Most likely, you know, we are holding that 25 and 21 as well. So, I mean, most likely the scenario is we do have this inverse head and shoulders, and then we basically bounce off that 25 and 21 right there, which we've been already bouncing off of. So, you know, if this head and shoulders does play out, you get the measured move here. It hasn't really exploded yet, right? If this does play out, you can see basically next target here for Beam is that 0.15, which is basically that massive point of control right there. So 0.15. So I'm pretty bullish on Beam. You know, I would definitely rather go into a long on this than a short. You know, looking at the probability. Thank you for the gift. Shout out to Run It. Thank you, bro. And again, like if you guys are looking to get into gaming coins like Beam, the ones I like is Beam, IMX. Or I like the top ones. Crypto gaming is already risky, so you want to look at the top ones, because I think the top ones are going to give you some good X's like Beam, Super, IMX, even Gala. Yeah, I already checked out ETH. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. A lot of IMX here. That's great. Yeah, I think IMX is a great coin. Welcome to the live stream. If you guys are new, definitely follow Injective. Take a look at Injective. Tap, guys. Thank you. Shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you for the reminders. And again, guys, I'm definitely going to be more consistent going live as the market heats up. And definitely, I took a small break, but you know, I do believe the market's going to start heating up very soon. And I'm getting ready for sure. Now, I don't have any Filecoin. I used to have Filecoin, but I don't have any. So Injective, we're having this nice bounce here from Injective ever since bottom here around 628. It's just showing some resistance here because this is the golden pocket here. So you can kind of see while we're slowly, you know, we can't close above it, but I believe we're still bullish. I believe we're slowly moving up here, and then pretty soon we'll close above that $14, above the 618. And I believe what can happen is we'll probably, I mean, depending what month, but if it's next month, we will pump up here to the $18 or 17. When Injective moves up here to like 18, 17 mark, I mean, I think that's going to be a big rejection level. Not that we're going to dump heavy, but just for the fact that it's the Fibonacci level, it's also a heavy support level from the past, and it's also this massive downtrend, right? So, I mean, it's just three things all at once. We have the Fibonacci level, we have this downtrend, and we have this past support level. So $18, $17 injective. Well, if we have a pump, we'll pump up there, but I don't expect us to break that and hold it. We can maybe break to 20 bucks and then wick back down and then start working our way down back to like 14, 13, around the same level. So short term, I'm bullish on injective. Medium term, I'm bearish. And then long term, I'm bullish. If that answers. But yeah, I mean, once injective breaks this out of this downtrend, holds 20 bucks, then we'll start moving away to 33 and then back to all-time highs. You take a look at Flux. I like both HBAR and Doge, but I like Doge more, to be honest. Taking a look at Flux, I do hold a little bit of this coin. I mean, I want to say a little bit. I hold kind of, you know, medium amount compared to my other holdings. So, you know, it's down a ton. I would say, I think I'm down on it. Honestly, I think I am down on this coin. I want to say a ton, right? I didn't buy the all-time highs, but I started buying when I started getting into Flux. It was around like 80, 70 cents, right? So I am down pretty decently on this coin. Thankfully, it's not my biggest holding, but you know, it's been pretty disappointing here on this 2025 pullback here of Bitcoin moving down. It broke that 2023 low. It's definitely not a good sign, which is around 33 cents. So we broke that low, and now we're trying to find the bottom, really. We're extremely oversold on the monthly, which is a good sign. The last 4 months, we've been holding this 20 cents level, which is a good sign too, that we're bottoming out here for Flux. And also when you zoom in here on the weekly, we're kind of getting that inverse head and shoulders bottoming pattern. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm definitely more comfortable longing this than shorting, for sure. It's just that, you know, the question is, are we going to recover? Are we going to go back to all-time highs? Being this low here, you know, definitely once we get here to 30 cents, that's going to be a big resistance level for sure. So, I mean, the way that we react to that, you know, and don't put in a new low here, don't have a massive dump, then we're looking good. It's just, at the moment, it's still technically bearish. I mean, and the MAs speak for itself here on the weekly, because you can see how that 21 and 25 is just support resistance, man. Look at that. Right, look at 36 cents, rejected. 27 cents, rejected. Even recently, a week ago, 23 cents, right? We come here to the 21, 25, rejected. So I would also add on to that, once we break through that 25 and 21, we're starting to move up. We're breaking out of this massive downtrend. On the weekly, that is. So, yeah. Anytime. You guys been killing it. We almost got 30,000 likes. Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for all the support. As you guys, if you guys just tuning in, I think I mentioned it already, but I'm looking. I definitely want to make a coin. I've been seeing Pump Fund, but I definitely want it to be like later on when the market is more hyped. Like, I want to release a coin right now for sure. And obviously, if I do release a coin, it's gonna be 100% fair launch, and I'll definitely be basically giving you guys alerts like months ahead, where I'll let you guys know, right? But I definitely think it's the future. I think I've seen how Pump Fund Base is also hinting at it as well, right? I think it's definitely the future of live streaming. You deserve the love of support. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yes, it's BlockDAG and fastest blockchain in crypto. What's up, BlockDAG? I know. Caspa is. Are you talking about Caspa, right? I was just in someone's live here, NTT, and he talked bad on Caspa. I can't wait till Caspa it's time. Well, you won't catch me talking about, you won't catch me talking bad about Caspa here. I do it. Caspa is definitely one of my most. It's one of the coins I'm most excited for. So I'm a big believer in Caspa. I have a decent amount of Caspa, and I'm very optimistic on Caspa. I think it's a special coin. It's different from other coins because, like you said, it's BlockDAG. It was a fair launch coin. It's kind of similar to Bitcoin. Obviously, nothing's similar to Bitcoin, but if I had to pick one coin out there, I'll definitely say Caspa. Also being proof of work too, right? So, yeah, Caspa is my biggest holding. Oh, that's awesome, man. I think Caspa is going to do extremely well, and I'm excited for it. It's going to be, this is its first bull market. Caspa kind of came out of nowhere during the bear market 2022, and in fact, I think it was between Caspa or Pepe that was the biggest gainer in 2022. I don't know if it was Pepe, but I definitely Caspa or Pepe. And ever since then, it's just been growing and growing and growing, and this is a proof of work coin that can scale. And I think that's really what separates it from other proof of work coins. It's scalable. It had a fair launch. And yeah, I mean, once you start to see Caspa really develop more with smart contracts and more like that, I think this coin will definitely explode. Yeah. Do I have every coin? I'm not gonna lie, I have a good amount of coins. I definitely have a good amount of coins. It's just that my portfolio is like, not every coin is created equal in my portfolio, right? So like I might have $100 of this coin, and I might have like 3,000 of this coin. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely not one of those people that just hold like 3 coins or something like that. I think if you're someone that doesn't spend a lot of time in crypto or the news or updates or looking at charts like I do, then it's definitely more beneficial to hold 5, at most 10 coins, right? But someone like me that keeps up to date on a lot of things, I'm fine with holding a lot of coins. It's just that I hold a lot more, like I hold a lot more Ethereum than like, Toshi or something like that. You know what I mean? Smart contracts will be out this week. I'm still buying it. Oh, it's actually coming out this week officially. Well, I also wanted to ask, because I wanted to ask someone that's into Caspa. Is there any coin that you hold on Caspa's ecosystem, like meme coin or whatever? If there is, let me know. Let me know which coin you recommend, because that's what I want to look into. I hold Caspa, but I want to look at which coins, whether it's a meme coin, a utility coin on Caspa's ecosystem. I want to definitely research that, because I mean, if Caspa explodes, which I believe it will, well then its ecosystem is going to explode as well. So let me know if you hold any coin on Caspa's ecosystem. Eric says, which coin is my favorite? It's a great question. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I really like ETH long term. I think ETH is going to be a coin that will be here long term, as well as XRP. But honestly, I don't know. I like Dogecoin. Was my first coin I bought. It's also a meme coin. It's one of the OG coins. And I kind of like XRP too, because XRP is that coin that everyone likes to hate. And then it just keeps going up and it's proving people wrong, right? So kind of, in between one of those three. I'm bullish on Pump. I bought Pump after it came out and it pulled back. I'm up a ton on it, but I'm bullish on their platform. And that's one thing too. I'm looking very soon. I'm looking to live stream on Pump Fund while on TikTok. So I'm still gonna be live streaming on TikTok for sure. I hold Nacho, Caspi on Caspa ecosystem. I'm still buying that too. Okay, so Nacho and Caspi, I'll definitely look into those. Thanks for sharing. If you want to learn, you're in the right place. If you're a beginner into crypto, feel free to ask me any question. This is why I live stream all the time. For a lot of beginners out there that want to get into crypto. Let me actually check out here the weekly. Yeah, I do think Doge will hit $1. I think it'll go higher. Where do you see ETH short term? I'm looking for a sweep below 4,440 or move up from here. I'm on TradingView. This is a free app. It's a free app. This is what I use. So ETH short term, right? Your second biggest holding is Pepe? That's awesome, man. I do hold some Pepe. It's not my biggest holding, but I do hold some Pepe. But yeah, Pepe and Caspa really were the two biggest gainers in 2022 bear market. And you know what's crazy? During that, I started live streaming during the bear market 2022. And I don't know which live stream it is. I have so many live streams. I probably will never find it. But I remember checking out Pepe when it was like, you know, when no one knew about it. I was checking out their website during my live streams, like my early days of my live streams. And man, I wish I would have had the guts to at least just buy like $10 or something. Because during that was, you know, really early on into Pepe's days. I checked out its website, and you know, I think someone in the comments told me to check it out on the website and everything. And it's crazy because if I would have bought just like $10 or $20, I'm pretty sure it would have been like $1 million or something. But I mean, looking at Ethereum here, yeah, I mean, there's a big chance Ethereum can hold this level. I would say this, right? If Ethereum loses, you know, we can come down here to, we can come back here to 4,444. If we lose this level, then we'll probably come here to like 4,390 or something like that. But I would say the probability is we do hold this level. Seeing how strong support is here on the 25 and 21 on the daily. Because you can see right here, we have resistance on the 25, 21, right? We pull back. We actually wick to the 50 MA. You see that huge wick right there to the 50 MA, bounce off of that. Then we break that. Now we pull back exactly to that 25 and 21. And for the last 5 days or so, we've been just bouncing. So it is looking like support. So I just need ETH at 4,760. Yeah, I'm definitely more bullish here than bearish for ETH on the short term. I just hope Pepe or SHIB can go to 0001 or 001. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. And you definitely want to have sell limit orders, right? Because it might go there and not last too long. So as the market starts to heat up, don't forget to add sell limit orders. It actually says my biggest holding is on the Bitcoin. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good balanced holding. I do hold some. I think Bitcoin is like 4th or 3rd on my my portfolio, but I'm actually looking to convert my Bitcoin. And the moment I'm looking to convert my Bitcoin is when Bitcoin makes another move to like 140, 150. So, you know, I was actually tempted. I should have converted my Bitcoin to ETH recently, right? I was procrastinating, and you know, some things got in the way. But I would have had the right move. I was looking to convert my Bitcoin here to ETH based on, you know, the Bitcoin ETH chart when I basically called here the bottom here of the chart months back ago. I was looking to convert my Bitcoin to ETH around here. And if I did, I would have profited a lot here. Seeing that Bitcoin ETH chart move up here, right? But we'll see. Most likely, I still got to research what I'll convert the Bitcoin into. But again, my long-term goal is to go back into Bitcoin for sure. What is the channel? Telegram. I'll share it right here. Let me share it, the Telegram. XRP, Doge, Jasmine, but if you did them, I understand. I haven't done Jasmine yet, so I'll do that one. I think it should be in the description. Let me see. I'm going to buy ETH and Bitcoin in bear market for altcoin season profits. That's a great idea, man. That's exactly what I'm doing too. See that's the thing, right? Exactly what Alan said. Your goal next bear market, guys, should be identifying the long-term coins, because I still believe we're gonna have a .com bubble crash for crypto, where you're gonna see, you know, coins go to zero left and right, but the strongest will survive. I still believe that's gonna happen. Let me just get it right here. And so you really have to, I think Bitcoin and ETH are clear winners long term. So I think those two are worth buying in the bear market. Unless something major happens with ETH, which I don't think will happen, but that should be your goal next bear market. Identifying the coins that are going to be here long term. And again, just like you said, using the altcoin season profits. Right? Because a lot of people hate on altcoins and they stay away from them. They'll say things like, "Oh, it's just better to buy Bitcoin and hold and ETH and hold." But if you grow your trading skill, if you get better at trading and better at looking at the charts long term, and things like that, you're able to grow your overall Bitcoin holdings, ETH holdings, whatever coin you're bullish on, by simply knowing when to get out on a lot of these altcoins. So buy more Bitcoin, load up in the bear market. Yeah. I mean, I think Bitcoin will be 1 million next decade and overtake gold. Yeah, exactly what Tachi said. I also think a lot of altcoins. Well, even this bull market, there's gonna be a lot of altcoins that don't break all-time highs this bull market. So don't be surprised if certain altcoins don't break all-time highs. I think a lot of altcoins are gonna move up, but just because they're moving up doesn't mean they'll break. I mean, like Matic, for example, right? I'm not saying Matic won't break all-time highs, but Matic is a good example of an altcoin that most likely will move up with the market, right? I think Matic will probably move up, right? It might be around like 66 cents when Bitcoins are like 190K or 200K or whatever. And then that's the top of the market. And you got people thinking Matic is going to go back and break all-time highs, but it's still kind of around this level, right? And it basically tops out much lower than last all-time high, and then that's it. So I believe there's going to be a lot of scenarios like that. And this is why I share the charts. This is why the charts can give you hints on which coins are bullish and bearish. Like Matic, I'm bearish on Matic because, based on the chart, you can see. But then you look at something like Solana that looks extremely bullish here. And it's about to go into price discovery. H bar as well. Right, you can see that we're trending up here. We're putting in new highs, new lows. So that's why the charts are important. It kind of gives you all the hints you need. That's a great question. If there's going to be a bear, I definitely think there'll be a bear market for Bitcoin, especially since next year is going to be Bitcoin's enemy year, right? I just don't think the bear market's going to be drastic. Like, I don't think we're going to have 80 dumps for Bitcoin or 70% dumps. So I definitely don't think it's going to be drastic. What interest rates stop going up, including the DXY, things will get better for us. Now that's the #1 formula for altcoin season is quantitative easing. All right, so as we get quantitative easing, more quantitative easing, whether it's interest rates going down or other ways that they can add more liquidity in the market, more money in the market, then that's gonna be the #1. That's the #1 ingredient for altcoin season, just like last altcoin season. So top 3 high cap alts. Top three high cap alts. I mean, honestly, I would say H-bar is a good one. I mean, how high cap do you want, right? But I think H-bar is a good one. So I would say H-bar, AVAX, and I'm saying these because they're still at great deals. And I'll probably add Sui to that, and even Litecoin. I think Litecoin is bullish too. I think Litecoin is bullish too, and it's gonna get bullish as it gets its ETF. I think Litecoin is looking pretty good. And Sui, yeah, Sui is another great coin fundamentally, and based on the charts, you can see Sui has, it has a chart that's just waiting to explode and move higher here. And I'll say the target is 15 bucks to 25. So, if you think you missed out on Sui, I still think Sui can give you some X's. Yeah, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is my second biggest holding. So I'm happy because recently, I think it was just like 2 days ago, I got to my goal on my Dogecoin holdings. And I'm really happy now because I have a good amount of Doge. And this is a coin I'm going to be very alert with the charts because I'm looking to get out at the right time. And of course, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right. You guys didn't know too, I have a YouTube channel. We almost have 40K subscribers. So if you haven't yet, go check it out. I do YouTube videos as well. And if you're on YouTube, check out my TikTok. And I'm going to be looking forward to going live on Pump Fund as well at the same time. So I'm going to get that set up. If I do release a coin, it's probably going to be when things are heating up big. Right? When retail is like really in. And I'll let you guys know months ahead. It'll be fair launch. And it'll just be for fun. It'll just be a meme coin for fun. So I'll let you guys know. I do have a funny name for it, so it kind of relates with my channel. So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know for sure. Because a lot of Pump Fund, to go live on Pump Fund, you need to have a coin ultimately. Yeah, Litecoin is going up big. Yeah, I have some say too. Yeah, I do have some say. It is a lower cap than Sui, but I like say as well. Kami says Bitcoin in the bear market next year. Yeah, I think next year will be the pivot towards the bear market. I don't know if we'll dump that much next year. Maybe we'll dump in 2027 that much. Kind of like 2021, right? Where we had the top but then we had capitulation in 2022. Well, I see Dogecoin going to at least 150, 160. But again, it could go as high as like 220. All right. So, I mean, that's the level that I see Dogecoin going to. Zebic, please. Yeah, let's show you. I haven't checked out ZBCN in a minute, so we'll take a look at it. Zcash. All right, so Zcash, Jasmy. I got you guys. Zipic, the last, ever since it pumped here, I mean, it's a good thing, right? It's not like, Zipic just pump and dumped. We've been just choppy here, but I mean, we've just been in this massive pendant, right? For Zipic. And most likely we're getting towards the end of it. Most likely we'll break to the upside, seeing how oversold we are as well here on the weekly. Because we were extremely overbought right after that pump. And now on the weekly, we were able to reset that stochastic back to very oversold while putting in new highs, new higher lows. So this is a good sign that most likely will break to the upside here for Zipic. You get the measured move, right? Break here to the upside. Being this oversold, we go here to 0.15. So pretty bullish on Zipic. Zcash. Let's take a look at Zcash. Which I heard a lot of good things about Zcash. I do have a little bit of Zcash. Like a little bit. Like probably I think it's just like one something. Like one Zcash. But you can see, I mean, looking really good here. It's just coming to this area of high resistance, but most likely we're going to break through this and eventually flip it as support. You can see this is a really nice recovery because we did put in that higher low right there for Zcash here at that Fibonacci level. And I don't see Zcash dumping, right? We kind of have a small pullback maybe to $45, but I see us breaking through this. And then the next level here is 70 bucks. So very soon, 70 bucks, 71 bucks Zcash. I see like a small pullback maybe to 45, 46. And then we break that 70 bucks. Okay. So I am bullish on Zcash, very bullish chart. We've been uptrending here since the bear market ultimately. And now we're going to break through this resistance very soon. It might be next month, right? So this month we close around here. Next month we just boom, right? We broke through it. How many? I don't know how it works. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna research it. I think, what I wanted to do is I wanted to create my coin without pump fund, because I think people say that if you create a meme coin without pump fund, you can control more of the liquidity and all those things. But I don't know if I'm able to do that and then stream on pump fund. I think to be able to stream on pump fund, you need to create the meme coin on pump fund. But then you have less control of it, for the, all those things. But again, I'll let you guys all know ahead of time. Like I won't, drop a coin without letting you guys know at least a month ahead. And again, I wouldn't drop a coin right now. I'm probably would rather wait till retail comes in and everything is, euphoric. Or like about to get euphoric, right? But yeah, just wanted to thank you guys. You guys killed it. Sorry if I didn't catch your coin. I'll be live again probably tomorrow. We'll see. So if you guys haven't yet joined the free Telegram, follow if you guys are new. And definitely, follow for more. All right, so catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace. And thank you for all the gifts, by the way. Thank you to all the gifts, everyone who gifted. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you, Eric, Debbie, Tony, and Pat. Thank you, all of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys soon.